and welcome back to Guitars and Music Tech. Today we're going to be talking about music and NFT. You might have heard about NFTs and you were wondering, what is it all about? So before we discuss it, we need to talk about digital currencies because they are very closely related. At the beginning, people used to trade with livestock. So you have a cow, I have chickens, we exchange, I give you 20 chickens, you give me a cow. But that wasn't efficient. So we started to deal with coins, gold coins at the beginning, too heavy. Then they started to have other type of coins, a little bit lighter. Then we had governments. They were starting to print paper, money, and they keep the equivalent of the value of the money they print as gold in their coffers. They keep printing. The value of the printed paper is going down because at the beginning they were printing, let's say $1 paper, there's equivalent one gold coin. Then they print two for one gold coin and they keep printing. Now there's thousands of paper equivalent to one gold coin. So what happens to the value of the money? It goes down. And it's all about us. People give the value for everything. So if we said sand is valuable, then it will be worth something. If I said gold is valuable, then it will be worth something. So let's come and fast forward to cryptocurrency. It's the same thing. You know, when you get a gift card, it's a little card with a code written on it. This code is unique and it's printed by the company and it's equal to a specific value. So imagine Bitcoins and cryptocurrency in general is the same thing. It's a code that is equal to a certain value. But now comes, what is the value? The value is given by people. So the more we evaluate it, the more we think it's worth something, the higher the value will be. That doesn't make sense. How do we value it? It's like this. If I took a piece of paper and I scribbled on it, I told you, hey, this is $10. Okay, you bought it for $10 and then you can sell it for $20. And then the other, oh, you made $10 profit. Maybe if I buy it for $20, I sell it for $40, I can make $20 profit. So you see that piece of paper there, I just scribbled something on it. Its value started to go up because people think it's valuable. So any value for anything is coming from us. We, the consciousness, are giving the value for stuff, including money and anything else. So cryptocurrency is almost like a gift card code that has a value and we decide what the value it is. It's not exactly like a gift card. The gift card is created and then it's used and it's finished. The equivalent value of a coin, let's say $1, is created and it stays forever. How that be? Well, it's too complicated for me to explain it to you right now. It's going to take too long. So let's just say that this gift card never expires and its value is only moved from one place to another. And it's unhackable because the minute they create the gift card code, you cannot duplicate it. You cannot do another one exactly like it. You can do another gift card with a different code with the same value of $1, let's say, but you cannot have two codes the same because then you have a problem. So cryptocurrency is very good in that you cannot duplicate the $1. You can have many of them with equal values of $1, but you cannot duplicate it. You cannot have two. Like you cannot send $1 here to some person and then pay it again to another person with the same exact code. That won't work because there's a timestamp on it. And imagine everybody that is in the system is looking at you. So they know who you are, where you are, and when it was created, and where this money came from. So it's impossible to fake the system, to hack the system, and be able to do a second one, to duplicate the same amount. So let's go to the NFTs now. It's very closely related to any kind of cryptocurrency. So imagine you have a piece of music, okay? And you're going to transform this piece of music equivalent to a gift card code or like a Bitcoin code. So this Bitcoin is equivalent to your piece of music. It could be anything else. It could be a picture, it could be a video, a card, or even regular things, materialistic things. So we're talking about music. So your piece of music is being transformed into a code. And this code is the NFT. The difference between this code and a Bitcoin, that the Bitcoin has a value of $1, let's say, and your music has a value too that you decide, but you cannot have another piece of music exactly like it with a different code with the same value. So this is where it's coming from. NFT, non-fungible tokens. So it's a token, it's a code, like a gift card again, and that token, that code, cannot be duplicated and cannot be erased or deleted. It could be exchanged. So it can go from one person to the other, but you cannot delete it. Its value, on the other hand, changes according to what people think it is valued at. So for example, you create your NFT. Again, how do you create it is a different story. You basically kind of like digitize it. Okay, you take your song, you digitize it, it becomes bits, it becomes a code, and it's unique, it's equivalent to your piece. And the system keeps track of that digitized code. It can move it from one place to another to different owners. Its value is decided by us. So if you said, okay, it's equal $10, my piece is equal to $10. So it's same thing. Someone take it, buy it, pay me $10. I made $10. He owns the music. And then he can sell it and maybe sell it for $20 and so on. So there's a lot of questions might come to your mind. Okay, good. So far, we were able to digitize, kind of have an equivalent code to our piece of music in a token, kind of like a Bitcoin that cannot be deleted. It could be traded. Ownership can be moved from one to the other. The value is decided by the people, us, everyone in the system. Then what else? Well, you can have what we call smart contract. And a smart contract could be attached to that token. So every time there's a sale, there's something happening. It's basically a program, a little code. And the program would say, okay, if you sell it, every time this ownership is going from one person to the other, pay the original owner, you, the musician, 10%. You decide at the beginning of when you create that. So every time it's traded, you get 10% of the trade. So if you started with $10 and suddenly your piece of music became collectible and is selling for 10 million, every time it was sold until it reached 10 million, you still get 10% of that 10 million every time it's sold. Or it changes hands. So you see, it becomes very lucrative for the musician. You can offer with the smart contract, again, it's a little code attached to your music, to your token, so that every time someone buys it, will get a certain percentage of royalties. So let's say you created a song and this song will become a hit. It's not a hit yet. And you said, if you buy my song, you're going to get 10% of the royalties on that piece of music. So it's like you will own 10% of it, not just buy it. So as an owner of 10% of royalties, if this song ever becomes a hit and it keeps paying royalties for life, you, as the buyer of this NFT, the song, will be getting 10% of the royalties. So you see, it's becoming not just selling a CD. It's a copy that you can make another copy of it and another copy. It's a digital. Like I can copy my song in an MP3 and give it to everybody. Like I distribute it online, put it on YouTube and Spotify, whatever. Everybody can listen to it. This is not the same thing. The token that you create, that's why it's coming NFT, not fungible. The fungible means you cannot duplicate it. It's only one. It's like you're creating a Bitcoin that represents your music. And that Bitcoin has value is changing. Just like a regular Bitcoin, the value will change, goes up, goes down with people, what people think it's valued at. Same thing for your song. It's kind of like a cryptocurrency coin. So you need to what we call mint it to become that. And to do that, you have to pay gas fees. It's a long story. But I just wanted today to give you an idea of what is it, an NFT. Is it digitizing in a way to create a token representing your music, and you own, when you own that NFT, you own the song and whatever you decide when you created it to give to the buyers. So you see, you started to understand where it's going. But there's many questions related to this, like the smart contracts. How do you enforce it? There's ways. It's like regular contracts equivalent in real life. How do you reinforce it? Let's say somebody doesn't pay you. What do? You go to court. You have a contract. The court forces you. Similar things happen, but in a digital way, in the program. Some of the things are done automatically because it's a program. So the program will make sure that you are paid and the value is there. And sometimes when there's a problem, real problem, there's some things called some people in the system, we call them oracles, they will intervene. Is a different story. Again, there's many things in it. That's why people stay away from it, because we don't understand it properly. It's a little bit complicated at the moment. So not everybody's going into it. For you as a musician just starting, NFTs is not going to work much for you unless you are already known, because nobody will buy it. And there's tons of garbage, let's say, that people created music of whatever and created NFT equivalent tokens to them. And who's going to buy it? And for what? Well, maybe if you have a nice, beautiful, amazing song that you think is going to be a hit and you create an NFT for it and put it online, and then someone listens to it, if he finds it and listens to it and think, oh yeah, that could be an amazing song, it will be a hit, let me buy it. Then you got something. But the chances of this happening is the same chances of you winning the lottery, right? So it's always, again, who's going to see it? It always comes to the same thing at the end. So I hope I just explained a little bit of what is an NFT for musicians. And I think, in my opinion, it's going to be the future, because if you create the equivalent of your piece in a token and that has a value, that's wonderful, because it's going to be forever. That token is not going to be ever lost. It's only going to have a value, and this value is always going to be there. And there's even different new tokens that are created that you can install a value in it. What does that mean? Let's say I created a song, okay, and I will put $10 into that NFT. That means if someone bought it, he paid $15. If he decided, oh, I don't like the song, I don't think it's going to be a hit, let me destroy it. I don't want it anymore. Delete it. So he decided to destroy it. And this is another type of tokens. He destroys it, but he will regain the installed value in it, which is the $10. So he doesn't lose that much. And that could be also a way of selling this type of new tokens also. So you see the possibilities started to be big for musicians, because we're not relying on companies anymore to fund. But in a way, you still need to have exposure and marketing. And that's the problem right now. The companies, when they used to sign you, they are doing the marketing for you. You are not known. So now you are more exposed to the world. And if some people in the world find that your song is valuable, they could buy it and you can make it without having a company sign you. So there lies something. Okay, last time I said there's an announcement I wanted to make. So my announcement is I released my first single. It was just a little taste of what to come. I finally decided to go back to music. I was working full time. Well, I asked for one day off and I got it. So it's going to be one day off every week. It's not just one day off. So I can work on my music on that one day. So that's great news for me because I've been putting things on the side. All the music I have in needs to come out. So now I have the chance. So I did that. I created a song. I distributed it on iTunes and everywhere. You can even look at it on YouTube. My name is RamPan, RamPan, and the piece of music, my first one, was called Guitars Talk. So if you Google it, you will find it on iTunes, Spotify, whatever, you will find it. So here you go. You can listen to it. I have also a website that I created, guitarmusicians.com. So if you go there, you'll see my studio and a few pictures here. I'm not done yet with it, but since you are my listeners, you'll have the first look at it. You can subscribe, register to it if you want for the newsletters. When I start to send emails in bulk from the website, you will receive it. If you want, you're not obliged to do that. I will never say to register or anything. I hate that. When I see every video YouTube, it's like register, click a like. Don't do that. I'm not asking you to do any of this. I just want you to listen to it, learn something. Fantastic. You don't like it, just go on to the next video. All right. Thank you very much and see you next time. Bye-bye.